Hello, we're here to do a divine masculine, divine feminine mutual energy check. Thank you for joining us. If you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are a growing channel and we'd love to hear from you and interact. We're going to go ahead and get started with some oracle cards for the counterparts. Again, let's get some oracle cards for the counterparts for divine masculine, please. High priestess of earth, maybe dealing with the earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, but maybe working on being stable, being grounded. There's an undertone of feeling trapped, so maybe needing to find some type of stability within the situation that may be kind of stuck in. Maybe trying to work with spirit, God, source, universe, the divine, whoever you associate with, but maybe trying to work with them to find some source of stability within the circumstances they're kind of stuck in. Mutual energy, we have warrior. Bottom of the deck still trapped, right? Maybe fighting through a stuck situation, being strong, having, battle scars, having certain wounds, and able to fight through them. Not giving up during a fight, not bowing down to a challenge, Alright, let's get an oracle card for feminine. Chaos. Maybe feeling things are chaotic and unpredictable. Okay, so yeah, it's like unseen, knowing that some things are going on, but just can't quite see them. Like hidden aspects, moon, secrecy energy, right? Going through a sense of chaos, but I feel like it's coming to an end, coming to a close. Now, let's pull cards. Let's talk about it. See what's going on. Masculine, how we feeling? What's the energy for masculine? Trying to temper a connection. Trying to temper the connection. Oh, that fell down. Trying to protect it, but also trying to be happy and indulge in it, but maybe even feeling a little blocked from it. But let's talk about it. This card just wants to stay down. Look at it. That's the same card stuck to the bottom. Alright, masculine. How we feeling today? How we feeling today, masculine? King of Cups. You may be wanting to reveal your emotions, King of Cups. You may be wanting to express it to someone who is single, or you may be wanting to open up because you have become single or independent. You want to build. There's your stability. There's the Seven of Pentacles. You want to work on something to grow and come up to the surface again, wanting to ground something, wanting to provide that level of growth to your emotions. You want to work on it. You want to build on it. You want to establish it. What else, masculine? Hangman sideways. So it's not quite in the reverse. You're not quite taking action. You're not quite coming out of suspension, but you're also not fully out of suspension, and there's that stuck energy. So with it being sideways, we'll turn it into upright. Again, trying to see things from a higher perspective. It's a lot of perception, how you view things, what you believe, what you see, what you understand, what you have learned. I think your feelings have been revealed to yourself. You may be wanting to ground it. You may want to, you want to balance things out. You want to express them and make a judgment call on pretty much on what you have understood. I feel like the actions that you do want to take, they are going to be quite slow. You may be still getting information, still observing in a sense, right? You're trying to remain stable in that process. Yeah. You may, there's a hyphen again, because I feel like you learned your lesson. Not quite taking action, but you do want to deliver a message, a good news, small communication, nothing too big, nothing too grand. It's just to take action towards a new path, a new way of doing things, right? Kind of adventurous type, kind of optimistic and hopeful in the actions that you want to begin to pursue. Hierophant and the Lovers. You may feel committed. You may have firm beliefs about a certain connection, a spiritual connection. With the Hierophant and the Lovers, you may feel, you definitely want to work on it. You want to put in the work. You want to establish a new way for growth. You want to move away from any turbulence. You do want to open up communication. Actually be fair, be open, and actually move forward with purpose and direction. You've had some type of mental clarity about slow movement. You've watched, you've observed, and you gained some sort of balance. And that's a repeat of where the judgment has been made. It's like your emotions have definitely been revealed to you. You just got to ground them at this point. You have to bring them right out of your head to reality, as above, so below. So if you are thinking something like in your head, you have to ground it by actually getting it out. Ground it by speaking your truth. Ground it by taking action. Ground it by making it a reality, not just a thought. Okay. More work, more effort. You've gained some type of wisdom. You've been learning. You've been studying. You've been paying attention to the fine details here, masculine. Been real grounded earth energy. You surrender. You want to surrender. You're working on surrendering your fears. Okay, there it goes right there. There it is, because you know there's potential for growth. You're aware if you, it's like you know the potential for opening up. Right now you're actually in some type of sadness and regrets, and the Tower moment is actually going to shake some things up and make you express those emotions. Quickly. So look at that. The Empress came out. And gonna have options. Gonna need to be emotionally stable. Feel like you may have ghosted your feminine here, masculine, causing confusion. Or because you yourself was confused, you had to go in, gain some wisdom, get a little bit more emotional maturity, because you had a lot of hidden feelings and you needed to gain some courage and get your strength up. Okay. I think you're still working on that. I think it's a work in progress, but you have strong beliefs in this connection. You feel committed, you feel tied to the draw, the pull, the connection. and you want to be decisive in what's to come. You want to be a little bit more clear in communication, clear in mindset. Which I get why you're still in suspension. I get why you're still taking very little action here. But I feel like your emotions have definitely been revealed and you're trying to overcome some fears, okay? You're just trying to find your stability, like I said, trying to, one, connect with spirit, hyphen out here. Chaos. Feminine, you may feel like there's some chaos and you definitely want to walk away and move away from that. I feel like you are shifting your energy. I think you are moving forward. Leaving it a trail. Yeah, you're moving away from anything that may be chaotic. Tower at the bottom of the deck again. So what else, feminine? What information do you? Yeah, you're patiently waiting for somebody emotionally mature. You're waiting for the King of Cups. And all the while, you're maintaining your wisdom. You're maintaining your solitude. You're maintaining, that understanding that yes, things may be in the dark. And I feel like it's not necessarily happening to you. I feel like it's happening around you. You may feel in the dark. You may be doing introspection at this time, not necessarily taking any action besides turning your back on any emotions that may have been, because it's like you know where you're going, you know where you're headed, and you're just waiting for things to come in. You're waiting for some you're waiting for things to subside, mature, and you're very clear about it. It's like it's a clear decision for you. I don't think you're confused about anything. Yeah, you were. It's like you cut that out. You cut out being mentally stuck, and you see things very clearly. You're illuminated even through the chaos, even through all of the thoughts and swirling emotions. It's like you're just waiting for things to just mellow out. And you'll miss any opportunity that you don't want to. You're in control of what you act upon. In control. Empress. You're weighing your options on how to shift the energy. You're trying to figure out how to change that. Yeah. And even in doing so, you're getting a clear mindset. And you're doing it on your own. More Virgo energy. Getting earth energy and water out here. Pisces out here twice. Cancer. We had the moon come out here and earth. Water and earth right now. Not too much fire. Little air. Let's get some more. Yeah, you working independently, being on your own is definitely again a risk, but it's something you feel. I think you thought it through. You thought clearly about it. Yeah, you're trying to reevaluate. I feel like you're trying to evaluate what makes you happy. Because there is some type of conflict within a connection, within your emotions, on how you feel about the relationship, and wanting to shift things to be more secure, more long term, more stable, building a foundation, and actually just working on it, building on from where you start. But there's so many hidden emotions. It's like you have to be patient, wait for things to grow, because you can't quite see. It's like you feel left out in the cold, thinking about the past, trying to heal, overcome any challenge or hit issues. Sorry, I feel like, yeah, and you just want to drop the risk, and drop the baggage and actually start anew, create something new. One with the emperor, or ooh, 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 ooh. You know, And I don't think I need to explain that. I think if you're watching tarot by now, you understand what the emperor and the empress is, masculine and feminine together, side by side, on top of each other. And my readings, and just to throw that out there, my readings, go check it out. And just like I pulled the Queen of Cups, there's the King of Cups. When I pull the masculine, the feminine is right close, or vice versa. When the masculine is pulled, the feminine is real close within the deck. So it's like you guys are getting closer and closer together. I've had readings in the past where, one comes out and the opposite, the masculine never shows up, or the feminine comes out. I mean, the masculine comes out and the feminine side never comes out. What else for feminine? Yeah, you're trying to heal in order to change and transform. You're in a manifestation mode. It's like a lot of energy um, being moved around you. Again, I feel like one, it's more than likely happening within, and you're trying to stabilize your emotions. You're just waiting, right? And then two, I feel like it's you feel the energy outside of you, because I feel like the internal is not really as dramatic as the external. The external, you may not even be seeing what's happening, but there's a lot of movement, a lot of chaos going on around you, and you may be struggling with that. You may be trying to figure out what exactly makes you happy. You may not be able to find or see your what you consider your 10 of cups. But you're manifesting. You're definitely at a crossroads and trying to move away from any turbulence. You're cutting things out, and look at that. Like I just said, look at that. King and Queen of Swords. They're becoming, now that they're on top of each other. Right on top of each other. Alright, let's get one more for feminine. One more. Magician came right back out. Now, you're in control of your actions. But it's like you don't sit and watch plants grow. You don't. It's very boring. You'd be sitting for a very long time trying to watch it grow. Let things unfold naturally. And I feel like that's what you guys are actually doing here. Yeah. I heard healing hearts. Healing hearts. Alright, let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Turning back on certain emotions, certain feelings. Masculine may have felt a certain type of way. Had certain type of beliefs that need to be tempered out. Both having the Eight of Cups, both feeling the energy of temperance, trying to cool things down. May have, I think the new beginning, the new cup was because there was a walking away. I think the Eight of Cups was in order, and I'll say this, it may have been a little bit too emotional, may have been even too fiery and passionate, and it needed to be subdued and brought down just a little bit. Clarify the High Priestess. Seven of Wands revealed something. Yeah, it was trying to protect his energy, wanting to stand his ground. What? One more for the High Priestess in reverse. What's being revealed? Tried to block out the devil, any temptations, any block it out. Because you can't see the Hierophant if you're constantly looking at the devil. Any temptations, you have fears, anxieties, worries. I think what may be revealed or is trying to be revealed, masculine is probably trying to fight a toxic entity, overcome some anxieties. Needed to be clear of what he wanted to act upon. Yeah, wanted to get clear and gain some type of balance. Boom. Had to get a sense of clarity, and we'll say maybe even fighting temptation, fighting codependency, fighting something that was controlling him, being a lot more grounded. Hierophant kind of keeps coming out, needing to get closer in his spirituality and how he operated. A lot of times we don't give masculine enough credit of being more godlike or closer to God than we would like to think. But also there's a split between God and man. So when the masculine fights his higher self and becomes more action oriented and does, he becomes closer to man versus closer to God, which is something that keeps him stuck and bound. Maybe blocked by the devil, maybe blocked by something toxic, addictions, overworking, depression even. I'm getting with the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, something that kind of had him laid out, needed to temper himself, All right, let's clarify the Hangman. Hangman. Yeah, I needed to do some work. Still some work needed. That's why it's not any action being taken. Still focusing on work. Still trying to manifest and bring some things about. What's the page? Okay, yeah. Trying not to rush in. Trying not to be in and out. Trying to be a little bit more stable, more grounded. Which is why there's a little bit of holding back and to shift from that, because again there was some conflict and some juggling going on Again, even more sabotage, and patience was needed. Patience was required, definitely for the past. Yeah, because there were some hidden emotions and feelings being withheld, but there is a judgment call to actually open up. Um, yeah, wisdom was gained, and now we have a noble flow of emotions, and boom, there's the Ace of Cups. There's some emotions being expressed, being developed because of the pain, the heartache of what needed to be walked away from. Okay, what's the Hierophant? Clarify the Hierophant. Ten of Swords, needed to surrender to a higher source. Needed to surrender. He needed to release. He needed to be laid out. He needed to be surrendered. Yeah, he needed to surrender his burdens. It's like he needed to go and find what he was working on. He needed to find his stability. And with the Three of Pentacles, we have the the High Priestess of Earth coming out as Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles out here twice. It's like you're working, you're building, you're trying to establish, but you also need the Three of Pentacles, which is mind, body, and spirit. You needed to work with all three. You needed to bring them together and actually have them work together cohesively. Let's clarify the Lovers. You need to lay down some burdens for sure. It's like it's for sure. Again, holding back, gaining that strength, gaining that courage, but absolutely being heartbroken behind it. He had that again, yeah, because he wanted a fresh start. He wanted to be clear. He wanted the fresh start to have a stable beginning. So he watched, he observed, and learned how to nurture himself and actually take care of himself, even through confusing and challenging times. Masculine had to get in control of his actions in order to reconcile. He was trying to fight the devil. He was definitely fighting the devil here, fighting temptation, working hard, trying to manifest and bring things about. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Yep. It's like taking care of what needs to be taken care of internally. It's like, yeah, you're working, focused on work outwardly, but inwardly, I was nurturing myself. I was taking care of myself. I was making sure I had that internal growth. I was being patient with myself. It hurt like I don't know what, and I hear the words, it hurt like I don't know what, and I'm hearing another word, but it hurt like I don't know what, and I had to have the strength. I had to have the willpower. I had to have the courage. I had to lay down my burdens. I had to. And now there's a potential for growth, right? Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you had to surrender. Had no sense of clarity. And again, was holding back. No, a lack of understanding, lack of clarity, needed to move away from that. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Yeah, Nine of Swords, maybe appearing outwardly, let's just say, anxious, nervous, afraid to approach, too scared, sleepless nights, and all this other stuff. But internally, coming out of that and actually gaining some type of emotional maturity, emotional stability, in tune with their emotions, in tune with what they feel, how they feel. Things are shifting around for the better. Masculine, it's beautiful actually, because it's like, when as a person, not even as a masculine, as a person, when you are struggling with something, you have to put that as a priority to focus on, to overcome, instead of trying to take on everything at the same time. You had to lay down a burden at some point, which is why you had to walk away. And I get it. I totally get it. Yes, it broke your heart to do so. You had to overcome those challenges. You had to surrender. You had to, in order to, one, gain mental clarity, two, shift away from anything that was rocking your internal world. And that way you can come back. Oh, I almost knocked my glasses off. Come back as the King of Cups, you know? And I feel like that's what feminine is waiting for. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Why is feminine turning her back and moving? Well, why does she appear to be turning her back and moving forward? And it's like that's what she's waiting for, but it's still an appearance that masculine's nervous and scared and giving up. Yeah. Waiting, it's like not wanting to go down a new path, not wanting to take any risk, any new journeys, anything that appears, one, immature, or two, not really hopeful, not really optimistic of going down, starting something new, right? Because there is nerves and jitters. There is ego in place right here. There is a lot of mental conflict and sabotaging thoughts that's coming up for feminine. But it feels like she's working on that. She's working on that because there was disappointment. There is healing needed. There is a judgment call to actually open up, but it's like I gotta find it. I gotta go looking for it though. It's like feminine's like give me a minute, give me a minute. And I feel like it's the same energy. It's like needing a moment, yeah, because you need to go get your mind together. You gotta get some downloads. You gotta get some clarity. Let's clarify the Chariot. Look at that, coming out of stagnancy. You've seen things from a different perspective. You've gained some type of insight. See? But I still feel the disappointment that it's still present. Even though you appear to be moving forward, you're gonna move forward from it for sure. That's so quickly once the healing is complete. But you'll be able to gain some type of stability and control for a little bit longer. Actually sustain it. Just take your time. I keep getting take your time. Don't rush yourself. Don't push yourself. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yep, waiting on your own. Solid, good, stable on your own. I think you feel, in pre-empress and empress energy. And then we just have the emperor at the bottom of the deck. Kid you not, and this is a whole nother deck. And they're on top of each other again. You follow your intuition. You're maintaining your stability. You know that things are still a bit chaotic at this point. You feel the energy. You're tuned in. You're tapped in. Your emotions are very, very well understood. Let's clarify the King of Cups. Yeah, you're just trying to find some type of balance. You may become... Look at that. Trying to draw it in. Trying to... You're weighing options on how to bring in the Emperor. Establish some type of control within the chaos. And while doing so, you're actually, again, healing. You're hoping to make a judgment. You're healing and you're making that judgment to open up again because you've gained some type of insight, wisdom. You're willing to be fair. You're making a head over heart decision. You're understanding reciprocity is needed. You're understanding that you need to cut out the breadcrumbing, the giving to multiples. You want to cut all of that out, right? You're establishing your control and you're trying to draw it out. There it is. You gain some type of wisdom. You stand in your ground. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups kept popping up. So 1, 2, 3 queens. There's the Queen of Pentacles. Hermit card. You have a clear mind. You're gaining a clear mind about how to move forward. I think you're starting to understand it, how to move forward. But again, that was the same thing that came out with the Ten of Cups. And in this deck, the Five of Wands, you still have some type of power struggle, push and pull. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you have conflict about a new cycle. You feel like you need to hold back and not accept it. You're consulting with the higher source and you're actually being patient. It's just real. It's like you don't feel like this is the opportunity. You don't feel like this is the time. You don't feel like it's the time to move forward with your masculine. Yeah, it's an imbalance. It's at an imbalance and you're not feeling the energy. And that just flipped again. Yeah, you're healing. Not getting anything started. Yep, not getting anything started. I feel like you would establish friendship if anything, but no. Because it's not there yet. It's still sketchy. It still feels like it'll run away. It's still emotionally immature. It's not on a level of what you want to do feel. It's not on a level of how you would like to feel the relationship. You don't move forward or act upon things that you don't actually tune into. If you know that this guy feels like his phone keeps ringing, you guys are on a date, and he answers every last one of the calls on the date, that's not something you want to proceed on. That's not something you want to act upon. If all you get is an emoji text or a hey or hi stranger text or how you been, what you doing, that's not something you want to act on. That's not worth Empress energy, right? Give me a second. No, I'll keep going. Yeah, because it's like things are transforming and you're going to block it because you see things clearly. It's like you kind of blocking your own happiness because there's still some healing needed. And you're following your intuition, you're moving in silence, even though it is in your face, because again, there's that death and rebirth, that transformation. You're more on a self-indulgent energy. You do want what you want, right? You're manifesting as well. Let's clarify the Magician for the feminine. Yeah, manifesting. I think you see the expression. I think you are seeing it. You want it to come in, but it's not in the manner of how you would like it. Let's see. Yeah. It's coming in real jittery, real fishy, real slippery. You're manifesting, so you're taking a risk. You're like, no, I don't accept. Give me one moment. I'll be right back with you. Alright, let's clarify Two of Pentacles. Yeah, weighing options on how to get that done. I think you both do want the new beginning. It's just you guys are waiting. You want to transform. You want it to be different. You want it to be fresh, something to shift from the old way of how it was, how it felt. You know, it's like it's getting in a new car and it's dirty. Like, you don't want to get into that. You want it washed. You want it detailed. You don't want it to smell like the past owner. Like, you want it to smell like a new car. Yeah, and you're healing. You're trying to heal and mend the foundation. Start anew. Yep. You want to lay the foundation. You guys want to come back together. You do want to collaborate. You do want teamwork. One more for the four wands. And you're willing to wait for it. More 3 energy coming out. You're willing to take your time. You're willing to wait for your ships to come in. Yeah. Follow your intuition. You have sadness, loss, regrets. You guys are concealing your emotions, how you feel. But you also are intuitively following your moving towards the new beginning, the new creation of what you're trying to create, which will leave you both satisfied. What's the world? Clarify the world, the new cycle here. Yeah, something committed, something solid, something more spiritually in tune. And there's that wounded warrior overcoming the challenges. You guys have seen things from a different perspective and actually have learned the lesson and overcome any struggles within this connection. It's just at this time you're not sure how to reestablish it, right? Acceptance actually coming in a little bit more stable, secure, and committed, able to master growth, be stable and satisfied. Like sometimes you can be stable and be like, I don't like this. You know, what's the 8 of Wands? Okay, so what's the strategy? You guys are strategizing. Yeah, strategizing how to be successful. 6 of Wands energy again. What's the star card? More healing, more hopes, more wishes being possible, made true. Again, yes, hoping for a shift in that energy, a better turn of events, choosing a different path. Clarifying the will. You got justice, more balance, balancing out any emotional confusion, checks and balances on how you feel. Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Cups. You guys want to open up emotionally for sure, because you feel disconnected. You feel totally disconnected from this relationship, and you guys want to move slowly towards it. It's just the mindset is driving what path you guys are going down. If you have mental conflict, it's going to lead you down the path of 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles of Black. That's going to need to be balanced out. You have to move slowly, and that way you guys can be balanced and get to the 10 of Pentacles, something sustainable over time. And so now we go to the Kipper. Like I said, I've been I want to switch some things up, add new flavor. So we'll pull Kipper, and instead of Romance Angels, we'll do Kipper and Love Oracle cards. For masculine. Sudden wealth, great fortune, imprisonment, and despair. So, and Lovers, it's like the emotions, it's like a sudden explosion. With the Ace of Cups, it's an overflow of emotion. I feel like that's a sudden wealth of emotions. I don't feel, if it is finances, it's definitely coming in because he's been working very, very hard. And will be establishing some type of great fortune as far as stability goes. But him being stuck is what's keeping him in despair, is what I've already expressed, and that's because of, boom, the Lovers. Lovers came out here twice, now 3 times. Okay, let's get Kipper for mutual. Kipper. Okay, we have 4. I honor to maintain stability. There is a change, definitely. Yeah, the bad health is changing. There is a transformation of how you guys have been feeling. 31 breaking down to a 4. Stability, change is a 9. Bad health coming to an end. You're going to maintain your stability. High honor. High honor is just, again, it is what it is. It's a high honor. It's a victory. It's some type of success. It's divine guidance to a win, right? And then house, again, back to stability, something secure, stable, and something that's protected, right? And again, that's what you guys are thinking about. Feeling like the way things have been going does need to change. Just trying to figure out how to establish that at this point. Again, reiterating what I've already said. Feminine, toil and labor. Official person. Adjudication. And courthouse. Again, judgments and decisions. Changes being made. It's like you're walking away from how you once felt. You're working on to be your official self. It is coming. Things are coming on the horizon. Like I said, with the chaos coming to a close, decisions and changes are being implemented at this time. Of one, how you operate feminine, but two, what you're actually accepting. Let's get some Love Oracle cards to close this out. Alright, for masculine we have self-indulgence, focus on self-work, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Like I said, that's all of the things that I was talking about. Him fighting the devil, that's doing shadow work, standing your ground, blocking out any toxicities, healing oneself, tempering one's emotions, working on manifesting what he wants. We got many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Again, I feel like there was an energy of that. I just picked that up at the bottom of the deck for mutual energy, no breadcrumbing, no, just creating a certain sense of balance within that. And self-indulgent could be, him needing to work on having many options and one night stands and doing all that playeristic ways, and that goes back to blocking out the toxicity, actually working on that. Grow with the snake, empath narcissist paradigm, being charmed or use enable boundaries, and then that goes back to, again, boundaries to what needs to be blocked out, right? Okay. I think we'll take them all. Yeah. Alright, so we got seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Again, giving you two, breadcrumbing, 6 of Pentacles energy keeps coming out. You need to work on that, overcome any challenges, tap into that higher source, and actually 9 of Wands it, right? Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul, connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Again, wanting to open up, but this connection is not happening, not actually making that choice just as of yet. Still taking care of yourselves. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. It goes back to the death and rebirth with that Ace of Cups, trying to renew what was lost, and actually bring that back into the equation, because you are feeling lost. You guys are kind of juggling and weighing your options with the 2 of Pentacles, trying to balance out how you feel. Justice with the 7 of Cups. I mean, honestly, trying to figure it out. You guys are emotionally lost at this point, and trying to bring that back into clarity, right? photograph, looking at your photos, missing your nostalgia, making new memories. Guys are missing each other. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. You guys are taking care of yourself, but you do both feel unconditional love, which is why that cup is sprouting and overflowing. But you guys are being patient on for it. And then underneath the deck it says palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. I do feel like you guys are working on all of those things. For feminine, we got coffee cup, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment. I think that, like I said it before, you are opening up the conversation and moving forward. But I feel like you have your guard up. You feel defensive because we got snake, we got competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder, the other woman. Going back to the third party thing. Boom, soulmates. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Again, you're looking at it, you're making a decision to change some things. It's just, at this point, this actually came out. I'm going to take it. Healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Boom, sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. I think you are standing in your power. We got Emperor and Empress out here. You're combining some of your masculine and feminine together. Have them in balance and at their highest form. So yes, definitely feminine. But that's pretty much all I have for you. As always, keep a positive mindset. If you could, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you guys later.